Well, hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I am making the king of barbecue foods, and that is the brisket. I lived in Houston for almost 40 years, and I can assure you that if you were invited to a barbecue, brisket was on the menu, or it was not considered a barbecue. And today I'm going to show you how to make a brisket in the oven. You don't have to grill it. This is an absolutely delicious piece of meat, and if you cook it low and slow in the oven, it turns out delicious and tender every single time. Now I'm going to start with a rub, and I've already measured out 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm using dark brown sugar simply because I like it. It has a wonderful flavor. And to this, I'm adding a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of smoked paprika. Make sure that your paprika is the smoked kind, because this is going to give this brisket that nice smoky flavor, like we've cooked it all day on the grill. And that tablespoon is going right in. Now we have to add a little bit of salt, and I'm adding 2 teaspoons. This is a 5.5-pound brisket, so we definitely want to make sure that we put enough salt on it. And last, I'm adding some black pepper. This is a really coarse black pepper. I'm adding a teaspoon. Now you can make any kind of rub that you like. As a matter of fact, you can just use whatever your favorite is, whether you make it or you buy it. But this is a simple little recipe, and it's so good. And that smoked paprika gives it just what we need. Now I've got this gorgeous brisket. Look at this. This is 5.5 pounds, and see that beautiful fat cap? That means flavor. Now, if your fat cap is too thick, you want to cut it down to about 1/4 of an inch. But the beef company that I got this from already did all of that work for me. Now, I'm just going to sprinkle this on top, about half of it, because I'm going to use the other half on the other side. And you see I'm wearing gloves. I don't want my hands to absorb any of this. I want this rub to go into this beef. And speaking of this beef, let me show you where I got this beautiful brisket from. Let's go meet Lisa. Those look like some happy cows to me. And here we are. Well, hi, Miss Lisa. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am doing great.
Good. What can I find for you today?
Well, I'm looking for a brisket. Have y'all got brisket right
do.
now?
Let me show you.
All right. Tell me about this. Is this new?
It is new. This is our milk goat products.
Milk goat.
Mhm.
Oh my
It
goodness.
is. This is a sugar scrub. Smells amazing.
Oh my goodness, y'all. This smells so good. I don't know if I want to scrub myself or eat it.
Yes.
Oh, I've
It's
got to
wonderful.
have some of this.
And there's soaps, lip balm, body lotions. We have candles.
Now tell me what this is. This is new also.
Yes, it is. This is our tallow products. It's tallow from our cows, grass-fed and finished. We have soap, lip balm, and we're working on lotions and hand wash and body wash. So we're excited about that. And everything is all natural.
I love this. You know, I've got friends that order this online and they get it brought in from who knows where, and they pay a fortune for it.
So it can come right here.
It's so good to know that
Yes.
this is right here. Well, this is something that we always need, a good chapstick. My husband wears chapstick every day, so this is perfect. Well, yay, I'm so excited that
Yeah,
y'all
we're
are
excited.
cooking this.
Yes,
All
we are too.
right. This all looks so good.
What size do you think you need?
Well, I'm feeding 6 to 8 people. What size do you think I should?
Probably a 5 to 6 pound would be a good choice.
That sounds perfect.
Right. Let's see what we got.
Oh.
This one is a 5.5 pounds. So
Oh,
this
that
would be
sounds perfect. Yes, let me look at this.
Okay.
Look at this. This is exactly what you're looking for when you're buying a brisket. See that nice, beautiful fat cap right there? That means a flavor. Yum, this one's perfect. And let me see what else you've got.
Yes, we have soup and marrow bones.
Look at that. Nothing better than this right here. Let me get one of these.
Okay.
And I cannot leave here without getting a couple of
Good
ribeyes. They have the best ribeye steaks in town for sure. So
It's got good marbling in it as well.
yum. Oh,
Delicious ribeyes there.
you know it. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Looks good. Aren't they wonderful? I absolutely love that place. They're always so kind and friendly when you come in. It's just like you're going to see an old friend. Not to mention, they have the best beef. It's all organic. It's grass-fed and finished, which is a big deal. Lisa has educated me on grass-fed and finished beef. And believe me, it makes a big difference in flavor, and it's so much healthier. I don't know about you, but I really have become particular about my food. I want to know where it comes from. And I believe buying fresh and buying local is so important. Now, if you're looking for some local fresh products near you, go to sweetgrownalabama.org, and there you'll find everything you need. Well, my rub is rubbed in. And now I'm going to let it sit uncovered in the refrigerator for a minimum of 2 hours, or up to 24 hours is just fine. The longer it sits, the better it gets. It just absorbs all of that flavor that we're giving it. Although we don't want too much of that because we want this beef to shine through, and I don't believe that there's going to be any problems with that. So I'll see you back here, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Well, my brisket is finished marinating. It's been sitting in the refrigerator uncovered for about 2 hours. And now it's time to cover it with foil. Just make sure that your tin foil is nice and tight. We want to seal this brisket in and make sure that all of that steam that rises up goes right back in. This is a piece of beef that you must cook low and slow. This is going to cook for 5.5 hours, 300-degree oven. Make sure that you do not set your temperature for more than 300 degrees. This low temperature and long cooking process ensure that you're going to have a nice tender brisket. Now I'm going to set my timer for 3 hours, and once my 3 hours is up, I'm going to remove this and we're going to flip it over and pour a special sauce over it. Well, my brisket is just about ready to come out of the oven. It's cooked for almost the full 3 hours, and I just have to say, it smells amazing in our house. Now, I have a cup of barbecue sauce. Just use your favorite sauce, or you can eliminate this step altogether, but I will say that it adds so much flavor. So a cup of your favorite barbecue sauce, and I have a can of beef consomme. I'm only going to use a half of a can. The beef consomme just thins this sauce a little bit, and it adds so much flavor to the drippings of the brisket. And last, I've got a little bit of liquid smoke. I'm going to go with about 4 drops. That's just going to give this brisket more of that smoky flavor blend with that smoked paprika. Now let me get our brisket. Wow. Look at this. It's amazing what that slow cooking will do. I want to be super careful with this because this is very, very hot. Now, I'm going to flip this over. Every bit of this sauce is going on this brisket. Y'all, this is going to be so good. Now, I want to cover this back up and make sure you use your pot holders because this pan is hot. All right, this thing is wrapped up tight. It's going back into the oven, 300 degrees for 2.5 hours. The last 30 minutes of cooking, I'm going to remove the tin foil and allow the top to get nice and crusty. So next time I see you, we'll be slicing this brisket up. Look at this brisket. Do you see how tender that is? It is almost falling apart. Now I've been letting this rest for about 20 minutes. It's important that you let the brisket rest once it comes out of the oven. That way all of those juices can redistribute. Now it's important to cut against the grain, but the grain isn't always easy to find when it's cooked. So I'm going to cut this right in the middle, and I just need to show you. It's absolutely beautiful. I think I would make my Texas friends proud. Now I'm going to slice this, and before I continue to slice the rest of it, I just want to give it a taste. Y'all, this is so good. It's tender, it's juicy, it's flavorful. And speaking of juicy, here are the drippings that came off of the brisket. That's that good barbecue sauce and beef drippings and the beef consomme. And it's so good, you just serve it right over these slices. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, JBW Farms. This is the best beef I have ever had, hands down. You're a blessing to me. Hit that like button and share this video with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Kathy's Southern Kitchen on Facebook and YouTube. I am gonna go ahead and get the rest of this sliced. We've got company coming in just a little bit. And I know dinner is gonna be good. See you next time.